Hello, hello, hello. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics. This is the Arse Nose Andrew speaking. It is Friday night, and we are live streaming. And once again, this is the Nerd Den for a bunch of nerds who want to get together and just chit-chat about, whatever crap they want to talk about. And that's what we're going to do. That's exactly what we're going to do. And right now, I'm joined by my good buddy, Avery. How the heck are you?
I'm all right.
All right. Well,
I'm eating a chicken quesadilla.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. So if you go quiet, we know it's because you're chomping down on something,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yesterday we did our lore game meeting where we don't broadcast it. We just sit around, talk about stuff. And I shared some recent comic pickups that I got and made Todd drool a little bit. And it was always fun to do that. But I figured if he's not going to be here, I might as well just show you. And he can watch the replay later.
Well, I think he said he was going to be late.
No, it was Zach that said he was going to be late. I don't know.
No, Todd told us yesterday in the meeting he might be late because he was taking one of their girls to see the Mario movie.
Oh, that's right. I do remember that now. You're absolutely right. I guess maybe we should be a little bit more patient then.
You complain about Todd not listening to you, but you don't listen to Todd either. It's mutual not paying attention to what the other person says. It's been like 30 years of this.
You're absolutely 100% right.
I know.
Does that not look like a beautiful cover?
It's fantastic.
I don't think that's Kirby, but
it looks like
Kirby-ish. I don't know if it is or not. I don't think there's not a signature on it. It just looks nice. Honestly, now I gotta look. Now I gotta find out if it is Kirby or not.
Yeah, you can either look at it. You could look up it online, or you can open the book.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. No, I'm just kidding. There's a bunch of these in here. This is issue number 82 of Fantastic Four from January 1969. First appearance of Zor. I have no idea who that is. Details include penciler Jack Kirby, cover Jack Kirby. Well, there you go. Yeah.
I told you.
No, but that's actually a really nice looking cover. Well, this is a 9.4 ungraded, runs for about $100. This one's been loved. It's got some dings in it, but it's still very, very pretty.
But the scale on a book like that is different than a modern comic.
Yeah, but this in a CGC case would look absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. And getting a higher grade from that, it's a different grading scale than a modern comic.
Let me see if there's anything else that jumps out as sweet to look at. There was a Green Lantern one that was in this stack. That was kind of cool. Oh. And I just knocked over a whole bunch of stuff. Of course I did. Did I knock over anything important? Yeah, some Peeps. I'm not going to torture you with Peeps, I promise. This one, I don't know anything about this issue, but it's a Green Lantern, Green Arrow issue. And supposedly it's referred to as a classic newspaper cover, where it's like got a newspaper headline type thing. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's some Fantastic Fours. This one is the one I really, really like. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 3.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's a nice one. This one, Avengers number 57, the first appearance of the Vision. So weird that this is a red cover when the character, that's never been his color scheme. He was green and yellow and red. His face was red. But it makes it's so weird that this cover is all red. I wonder what the story behind that is. Why they chose to do that.
Because it looks mysterious. It's color for emotion.
Yeah, it
like
looks
they're coloring mood.
It's foreboding doom, that type of thing.
Yes.
Oh, that's some great stuff.
Because was it Vision originally made from the android that was the original Human Torch? That's what the lore used to be.
Yes, I remember that.
They may have changed that.
Yeah. Here's a really nice Detective Comics cover. This is the
Yeah.
Batman's 30th anniversary. It's a nice one, 12 center.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, this one actually is very cool. This is Astonishing Tales number 36. It's got a Steranko Deathlock cover, but this version of it, this isn't the newsstand, but it's a special 30-cent issue. What's so funny is the regular edition is like a $16 book. The newsprint version's like a $20 book, but this 30-cent variant is like an $80 book.
Oh wow.
But
that's cool.
I mean, and it's nice looking too. So all right, let's see what else we got here. Got a copy of Star Wars number 5 here. This one's not in bad condition. I've got another issue, a copy of Star Wars number 2, but it's all really beat up. So it's not worth grading or anything. But this one actually looks kind of nice too. Amazing Spider-Man number 76. The Lizard Lives.
Oh, cool.
What a great looking cover. Mm-hmm. Got some Fantastic Fours with Namor, the Prince Namor.
All right.
This one's actually issue number 80 of Fantastic Four. Nice looking cover. This one's a little bit more beat up. This is issue 113 of Fantastic Four. The Coming of Overmind. Ooh. You know, some of these books were very well loved and not in the greatest condition, but some of them are actually, you know, for what they are, pretty damn sweet. So, I did show this yesterday, Wolverine number 1.
Yeah.
Which, of course, that made Todd jealous. This is more of a modern book from 1993. This is Simpson Comics number 1. This is the first time The Simpsons appeared in comics, and this is actually a newsstand version of this issue, so a little bit harder to find.
Yeah. There's a market for those. Some of those books are in demand.
Let's see. All right, that's enough for that stack. Okay, so here's the story, and I'll tell you a little bit about it. A gentleman came in, not last weekend, but the weekend before, and he brought me a small stack of comics, and I went through them, and it had the Turtles in it. That was the one that I thought that was the one that was worth the most. That was the one that was worth picking up. So I made him an offer, and he asked me, he said, can you do a little bit better than that? Can you do more than that? And I said, well, I can go a little bit more, because I was debating on how much money I had on hand, because I think he came in on a Sunday. So it was near the end. So I had a little bit of money, but I didn't have a lot of money on me, because a lot of people paying with card nowadays, which I literally, when I came home last weekend on Sunday, I had like 8 single dollar bills in my pocket, and that was it. Everybody else, I either paid out, or, you know, I didn't have enough people paying in cash, which was fine. I mean, I just transferred the money at the end. But there was some other good stuff in here. There was a couple of copies of this one, Star Wars Heir to the Empire number 1, which is the first appearance of Thrawn, and Mara Jade also first appeared in this. And there was a couple copies of that. So I was happy with that. And then I made him the deal. He said, could you do a little bit more? And I said, yes, I can do a little bit more. And then I asked him, I said, are you trying to, what's the money for? Are you trying to, you know, what do you need it for? And he told me he's trying to pay his property taxes. And I'm like, well, how much is that? And he told me, and I was not going to get anywhere near that. But I said, well, let me do a little bit more to help you. The whole idea is that I pay a little bit more, get some really good comics, and hopefully he'll come back with more stuff. Well, he came back 2 more times, and I was able to buy more stuff from him. But I saw some stuff that I'd never seen before. Do you remember when Malibu Comics started? Prototype, Prime, Mantra, and all that, Exiles. Yeah. Do you remember them doing holographic covers?
Not really, but I'm not shocked it's a thing.
Yeah, I know. But he had like a bunch of these, and they're not worth anything. This one's Freaks. They're really not worth anything. I think they guide for like $5 to $6. But at one point when he bought them originally, they were like, here's Mantra. She was pretty popular for a time.
Yeah.
They were $30 books at one point. And I'm like, well, yeah. Prime, which was the Norm Breyfogle
Yeah.
series. Now, these were definitely gimmick covers that did not last, but this is one that is kind of cool. Do you remember Dark Horse's Comics Greatest World, which gave us Barbed Wire? This was it's not hologram, but it's all foil variant. And then he had a gold variant of Rebel, which obviously that lasted a long time, right?
I don't even remember that character.
Yeah, me neither. They're in the comic that he appeared in is in the quarter bins regularly. So
yeah.
But at the time, they were like super hot, super popular, and people were paying $30 a pop for these holographic comics, which is so funny because that's what's happening nowadays with modern comics. It's all the funky covers and all the exclusives. This week, issue 19 of Absolute Batman came out. It was the first appearance of numerous characters, including the Absolute version of the Scarecrow, which is freaking scary, Deathstroke, and all 5 Robins. Tim Drake, Duke Thomas, Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and Stephanie Brown. They introduced all 5 of them. And so guess how many variants were listed on Legion of Comic Geeks for
100.
Close. 70.
Insane.
70 variants for just issue 19 of this issue.
I don't mind variants, and I don't mind gimmick covers like chromium or foil or something metallic. Like, I think they look cool.
Oh yeah.
They just need to be a little more limited in what they're doing. Like having 70 different variants, that's a little much. It's a little much. A small group of variants and one something super rare, that's fine. That's cool.
Yeah, but the crazy thing is the number of people that are going gaga for some of these things. What's so funny is recently there was that new comic, Dork, #1. I have my issues with it, and I'm not going to rehash those. But issue #1, people went crazy for. There were some variants that came out with the first issue, and there have been second and third prints and whatnot, and people are going crazy for these issues. Issue 2, there's nothing. There's no huge demand for issue #2. Issue #3 just came out, and I literally just left it on the stand. I didn't care about it anymore. But it's one of these crazy things where they build it up and people go nuts, and it's
immediately falls off.
Yeah. Well, what's so funny is I was telling you guys, we were talking about in our chat, we were talking about how the article that I saw was after the mega success of Rob Liefeld's relaunch of Youngblood #1, Mark Silvestri is thinking about bringing Cyberforce back, which, granted, that sounds very cool, but I take issue with Youngblood being a mega success. And Todd's response was, well, it sold over like 500,000 copies. Yes, #1 sold over 500,000 copies or whatever, but nobody gives a rat's ass for issues 2 through on. And what's so funny is when I looked to see what was the latest issue that was being solicited or coming out, it was like issue #4, and on the Legion of Comics Geek, which their rankings go by the number of people on their site that say, okay, I'm interested in that, I'm interested. So whichever ones get the most interest, and usually in some cases it's thousands and thousands. I think like Absolute Batman, he usually gets about 20,000 every time it comes out. But it's based on the number of people that say, I want that, or I'm interested in that. That's it. There's people could go and make up the numbers and make them crazy and jack the issues up the chart. But it's an idea of what people are looking for buying this week. The latest issue of Youngblood was number 41 for the week. And what beat it at number 40 was the DC previews that came out that week. The free book that comes out every month from DC beat Youngblood number 4 in popularity. I mean, no mega success for issue. A whole bunch of people bought into it, and a whole bunch of people got swindled. Is my thought.
How he should do Youngblood is just do one 48-page book a year. One 48-page book, one double-sized book a year. With
here's the thing: you didn't flip through that first issue, did you? Or any of the other subsequent?
No. It probably, from what I've seen, it was really half-ass.
Yeah, it was.
But if he did one 48-page a book a year, it wouldn't have to be half-ass.
Yeah, but it still would be, which is the sad part. Oh well. All right, here's some more really cool comics. This is Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man, number 27. Do you want to know what the significance of this issue is? I'll give you a hint. Daredevil's in it, and Frank Miller drew it.
I don't know. Elektra gets herpes?
No, this is the first time Frank Miller drew Daredevil.
Oh.
It was not in a Daredevil comic. It was in Spectacular Spider-Man.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, pretty cool. It's like a $75 book. I don't know if this one's like $75 value, but it's kind of cool. Now, here's one that's definitely worth the purchase price. This is Amazing Spider-Man 252, which came out
that's pretty cool.
Before Secret Wars number 8.
Yeah.
So this is the first appearance of the black suit. And
is that I'm trying to think if that's one of the issues I bought the repro of, the reproduction, the metallic reproduction.
I'm absolutely positive they have reprinted it several times.
Yeah, I know. They did do one of those reproduction issues of it, and there is a foil variant, and I think that might be one of the issues I bought for the foil variant of, or I can't remember.
I can believe it. Hey, guess who's here? Richard's here. Hey, Rich.
Hey, what's up?
Guys, good evening, Andrew. Good evening, Avery. I hope you all are doing well. We are doing fantastic.
Yeah, we're fine.
We are hanging in there. We're just looking at some really cool comics that came in a collection I picked up. We also have The Joker, number 1. This one's actually in really nice condition. This one has gone up in popularity recently simply because it's, The Joker. So cool. I'm not sure who did the art on the inside. Who did the cover? Doesn't say. But it's still a nice looking cover. Let's see. I forgot the significance of this one, but this is Aquaman number 50. There's a 15-cent issue. For some reason, there's a significance to this issue. I don't remember what it was. I got to go look it up now.
Fish. Him and Deadman talk to fish.
Well, maybe. Could be that simple. What's so funny is a lot of these comics that I picked up in this collection, like every single one has some significance. Oh, it just has Neil Adams art. Neil Adams Deadman art is in it. So the backup story is Neil Adams. So
okay, cool.
Richard says, "Peep season is over with. It is. It's very sad." He says, "Good to hear you get that, guys. Excellent. I did pick up some Peeps on clearance and do have some Dr. Pepper and Rice Krispie Peeps at the store.
As long as you don't eat them."
I know. Tell me about it. I actually had a customer came in last week. The girl said she'd been in my store before and bought Peeps, Dr. Pepper Peeps from me. And I said, "Oh, I don't have them yet," because I'm waiting for them to go on clearance. So I picked them up. I paid like 33 cents or 34 cents a piece. You know what they retail for? Just one of those little packages from Walmart? $1.52. The prices sure have gone up on those things, but 75, 90%, whatever it is. Pick it up for, I guess it would have been, I picked them up 75% off, which is fine. But let's see what else. Oh, here's a nice one. Iron Man number 100.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's a pretty cool one. I actually have 3 copies of this, one of which has a bad spine roll. The other 2 are actually very nice. Oh, who's here? Let's see who we're doing. Hey, John, you want to, Zach, you want to cover your face? There you go. How you doing, good sir?
Sorry I'm late.
No problem. No problem. We allow that. I'm just showing off some comics. Avery, we got some classics here.
Yeah.
Issue 211. Actually, I'm going out of order here. 210 and
Mutant Massacre.
205. Yeah, those
Yeah.
two were from the Mutant Massacre. Those are nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Marvel Comics presents #1 Bloodstone, the origin and first appearance of Bloodstone, which, granted, you'd think might be more popular because Bloodstone's a pretty cool character, but it's his daughter. That's more popular, and I think it's because she's hot too. So that kind of helps. This one used to be a very important book, and now you pick it up in collections like the one I picked up. This is Rise Zero, the first appearance of Bloodshot. First full appearance of Bloodshot. This one came out in 93. I never had it. Did you ever have it, Avery?
What?
Did you collect Valiant at all?
I bought some of the chromium covers.
Yeah.
I had some Valiant books, but not a lot. Because here's the deal with most Valiant books. The art was terrible. And I bought books.
Ninjak was pretty good.
Yeah, but a lot of the early, most of their books, the art was terrible.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, when it came to Valiant and Image, one was based more on the story and the other was based more on the art. Image was the art. And now you know which one's still around. So.
Yeah, art is what I buy most comics for.
Yep, exactly. All right. I'm just going to put me in the middle to make it a little bit easier. This is Batman issue number 200. The first Neil Adams on Batman was in this issue.
Oh, cool.
Pretty cool. An early Teen Titans issue. Teen Titans issue number 26. Got a nice, we're abandoning our costumes and storyline. Let's see.
Yeah, they did that to every superhero. They'd be like, "Oh, I quit. I'm not wearing the costume."
This is Brave and the Bold issue number 88. This is the first appearance of Wildcat on Earth 1. So in the Batman Superman continuity instead of the JSA continuity, which is kind of cool. Let's see. Oh, this is actually this one. It's in really beat up condition, but it's still pretty nice. This is Conan the Barbarian issue number 2.
Oh, cool.
Some early Barry Windsor Smith.
Yeah.
So, not the greatest in the world, but still kind of cool. Let's see. Got a couple of Dell Tarzan issues with the painted covers, which are freaking fantastic. That's a nice one with him fighting some guys on lizards. And here's another one with him fighting dinosaurs. So another comic that was very popular during this time was Turok, the Dinosaur Hunter.
Yeah.
So the themes are very similar. And then last but not least is probably the best comic I picked up in this collection. This is Batman number 227. This is a very famous, very in-demand Neil Adams cover. It homages an early issue of Detective Comics, and it's just kind of cool. I think it's funny, the fact that it's got this little corner box that says, and Robin too,
Yeah.
But yeah, this one's actually in really nice condition. I mean, the spine's got some dings, but the staples are in good place. Oh, sorry guys, don't mean to be doing that to you, but it's one that definitely needs to be pressed, cleaned, and graded. So,
oh yeah,
I told you the story that I had. One of my customers was going gaga for that issue, and really wanted to make a deal with me to get it. And what's so funny is this is the same customer who I offered the Batman 189, which is the first appearance of the Silver Age Scarecrow, and in the ungraded condition, he was like, I'm gonna pass, it's not that great, it's and it came back, I think came back a 5 or whatever graded. And hey Todd, so it was like a $400 issue at least, and then I traded it away, and he was like, oh, I could have had that. Well, now he really wants that Batman 227, and he brought me as potential trade offer Secret Wars 1 through 12, including number 8, and they were all in pretty
Yeah.
decent condition. But I'm like, the comparison was just wasn't there, and I told him it wasn't going to happen. He really wanted me to, be a sucker and take the deal, and it wasn't going to happen. So how's it going, Todd?
Good. I'm looking for my little glasses. I might have left them upstairs. I might have to go.
Oh,
We just got back from that movie, so.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Hold on, I'm getting called. I'll be back.
Okay.
It's like that. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right, let me go back. Richard says, those Dell books are the ones I grew up with. Oh, freaking A. That's awesome. Some of those covers are downright gorgeous. I would have them graded just to have them graded, Whether I wouldn't care what the grade was. They just need to be protected. They need to be behind those thick plastic cases and well preserved and taken care of, That's my opinion on it. Other people would be like, blasphemy, putting them behind those cases. But and then he also says, good evening, Todd. Next installment of the What Files? ? I guess I should have waited for Todd for that one.
Yeah.
He's working on it, Richard. He's working on it.
They do make, if you don't want to have it graded, they do make hard UV protected cases that are meant for hanging your comics up. If you want that type of look, but don't want to send the book off to be graded.
Yeah, but I'm okay with getting stuff graded eventually,
Yeah. But there is another option to achieve that look and protect them to the same level, or a comparable level.
Ooh, I just did a quick check to see. I have 3 batches of books currently at CGC. Some vintage comics. There's 5 of them. 4 of them are not mine. Only one of them's mine. They're still being graded. I don't know how freaking long it takes to do vintage, but it's been showing grading for like 2 weeks now. I have 3 books that are being reholdered, and they're listed as received, and nothing's happening yet with those. But then I have the other 10 books that I sent in. They're of modern books, where 6 of the 10 are mine. They're currently being graded. So that's a good sign. And the vintage ones that I sent in, the 5, where 4 of them are not mine, includes a copy of the first appearance of the creature from the Black Lagoon for my buddy. He's a big, huge creature from the Black Lagoon fan. And speaking of which, Avery, have you ever done an illustration of the creature from the Black Lagoon?
No.
We'll talk about it off air, but I might want to commission you to do a drawing of that for my friend. I think it would blow him away.
It would depend on how elaborate of a piece.
Well,
I want it.
I'll be honest with you. I'm going to leave that up to you. But
because you can find my rates on Twitter.
Okay. Well, I'm talking about my rates, not just Twitter rates.
Double it.
Double it. I would be pissed if you said anything other than that.
And for you, double it.
Double it. Yeah. But I don't know. I think that's the kind of character and illustration that you would knock it out of the park. So we'll talk about it. There's no rush. I'm thinking like a Christmas present type thing going on. So there's no rush. But if you have a break in your commission list or your thing, and you need something to fill in the time, let me know, because I think I'd love to get something from you. So, right. Todd,
hi,
back to you, crazy ass. How you doing, man? So what'd you think? What'd you think of the movie, and what'd your kids think of the movie?
I thought it was great, and the kids thought it was great.
That animation was fantastic.
They did. I noticed that actually. Like, it was remarkably good animation, and it was really good. It's hard right now because the kids are exhausted. So they're melting down and fighting.
Of course.
Yeah, because it's like, it's an hour past our bedtime. Let's beat the hell out of each other.
Now, did you stick around for the end credits, which the extra scene at the end?
The one where they're in the prison?
There's another scene at the very, very end.
We did not. No.
Okay, you want me to tell you what it is?
Sure. Is this too big? I guess it's not.
It's not really a spoiler, but in the first one you had Princess Peach. In the second one, they introduced Princess Rosalia. At the very end credits, Princess Daisy shows up.
Oh, okay.
She's the brunette one. Yeah. So they teased her for another one.
Awesome.
What'd you think of Sky Fox or Star Fox?
Star Fox.
Yeah,
that was a good surprise for me. I was like, no way.
Yeah.
Like, of course, we dated ourselves because Melissa and I were like, oh, no way. And like nobody else in the theater knew who the hell it was.
They're actually talking about maybe doing a spin-off movie with Star Fox, which I think would be cool because that'd be a fantastic franchise to make into a movie.
Oh yeah.
So
absolutely. I mean, I'm glad they're actually starting to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Well,
very smart.
Yeah. There's a lot of throwback to our generation movies coming out with He-Man and Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, and there's so much stuff that they're just now getting around to,
Well, now they have the technology, and also nothing else is selling. So,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
You're gonna see. I mean, I saw a Sonic the Hedgehog 4 trailer.
Yep. Rich says he wants to see Hail Mary, Project Hail Mary. It looks really good.
Yeah.
It's on our list. We just haven't gotten to it yet. It's one of the ones the wife and I both want to see.
I heard that it looks really good.
Yeah. So I hate to say this, Todd, but we just went through my comics and I showed off all the really cool ones. And
Avery, is there anything that I missed that we need to see?
No.
There was a Conan the Barbarian #2 that you didn't see.
That's cool.
Which is a early Barry Windsor Smith, but you can always watch the replay if you want. Todd, how are you?
I'm all right.
Yeah.
I'm good. I've been working and I've been, Richard says, next installment of What Files? I am working on it. I'm actually, the way I'm working on it is I'm building the software to help me make episodes faster. And so the guy saw it last night. It's coming along pretty far. Basically, I built the writer's room component to it, and then I built the scripting component. I got the script for the next episode. And then I'm now building the image generation component to it and the storyboard component, and then the movie component.
So in other words, what he's saying, Richard, is very soon he'll be done with the app that'll help him make movies so that he can make them and actually put them out.
Yes. That's exactly.
So instead of making the movie, he's making an app in order to make the movies.
When you put
Which is exactly what you're doing.
When you put it like that.
Yeah. Now, I did pick up some new comics this week.
Okay.
You guys want to see the new comics I got?
Sure.
All right. I'm just going to show them to you really quick. They're all pretty good. Battle Beast #8 came out.
Battle Beast is a great
the adventures of Battle Beast. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's very slow moving. This one has a lot of action in it, but nothing really happens.
Mm-hmm.
There's some really great double page spreads with Battle Beast getting ready to take on this bad guy.
Oddly, I like Ryan Otley when he has a little more time and he can draw more like he's doing right now.
Now, Todd, I was mentioning to Avery that issue number 19 of Absolute Batman came out.
Okay.
This is the first appearance of the Absolute version of Scarecrow. It's also the first appearance of Absolute Deathstroke, and all 5 of the Robins are first appearances in here. And here's Deathstroke. They don't show him in costume.
Show it again, the cover again.
They don't show him in costume inside the comic, but they do show him getting ready, and he literally has to put his face together because his face is like half blown off.
Awesome.
Not just his eye, like he has his whole mustache, beard, and nose are something that gets attached to his face.
So the cover.
But if you look in the picture, he talks about how he's missing his feet. You see how instead of feet, he has those those things. So Deathstroke is but you don't see him in costume. The only time you see him in costume is here on the cover.
Is it the same team?
Yes, this is Nick DeRoe.
So he's done 19 issues?
No, he had some fill-in artists, but hell, Eric Kaneda did the last 2 issues. Remember with Poison Ivy?
Yeah.
But it introduces the Scarecrow,
Mhm.
who's freaking horrifically scary.
Yeah, that's cool.
He's got, and he walks around. He doesn't. I'll show you the inside of him. He's definitely. Oh, well, here's a picture of him walking away, and he's barefoot. But
is Dragotta kind of like the new Tim Sale?
He's got his style is definitely like that. Here's his introduction panels where you see him with like, he's got his this is his face. This is not a mask. This is his face.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty horrific. But there is a shocking death in this issue. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody. But a main character dies, and the Scarecrow, of course, is responsible. And there's the image of the Scarecrow.
Yeah, he is like Tim Sale.
Yeah. But it introduced the Robins. There are 5 of them, and it includes Tim Drake, Stephanie Brown, Jason Todd, Duke Thomas, and Dick Grayson. And Deathstroke is like the leader of the Robins. That's all 5 of them there, and that's Deathstroke down there. So the Robins are not in this story. The Robins are not Batman's sidekicks. They're actually going to be hunting down Batman. They're part of the anti-vigilante task force. Another one that I got this week, which is always a great one, is Redcoat. This is issue number 17. This is one in which Brian Hitch has been doing it from the very beginning.
That's unbelievable. I didn't think he could do a monthly book.
Well, there have been some times where there's I mean, I don't think it's fully a monthly book, but he knocks out double page splashes like this all the time.
That's amazing. And
it's just gorgeous. It's Brian Hitch at probably some of his best comic book work right now.
Well, Ultimates was Ultimate. The Ultimate volumes were.
Yeah, it was. But I mean, Ultimates only went for 12 issues, 13 issues.
Well, he did 1, 2, and 3, right? There's like 3 volumes.
He did 1 and 2. Joe Madura did 3.
Oh, right.
But that was spread out over like 4 or 5 years. So
right. And I've got like 1 and 3. I don't have 2.
And just for Avery, Lobo issue number 2.
Awesome. Yeah, I like that guy's art. It's cool.
Yep. So it's
they look hold that up again. They know exactly what they're doing. I got to give credit to DC. Not only did they use the old logo for DC, but they also used the actual old Lobo logo.
That's right. Right.
That looks like a great book.
Yep. And then I picked this one up not because I'm reading Absolute Green Lantern, but I picked up this issue because it had a different artist in it than the regular artist. So I thought maybe to give it a try. I'm still not picking this book up. It's also the first appearance of Adam Strange in the Absolute Universe. And I honestly, this one does nothing for me. I picked it up because it looked interesting. I wanted to check out the art. And ultimately, it's still a skip for me. So I gave it a shot. I gave it another try because I picked up issue 1 and then I think maybe I picked up issues 1 and 2 and then somebody traded in like the first 10 issues and it's just not my thing.
Yeah, I understand.
Richard says he understands, Todd.
I'm working on it, man. It's I'm trying to build a way for me not to basically I'm trying to figure out a way for me to do it for years, not burn out, and also have time to do, I don't know, comic books. So I'm trying, man. I'm trying my best here.
Todd is notorious for biting off way more than he can chew, taking on way too many responsibilities, but we love him for it.
Is it really a thing?
Yes, it is absolutely a thing. You know?
I'll take your word for it.
Hey, I've got my thing, which is I start working on a project, I get almost all the way done, and then say, I'm going to start all over again.
Yeah, that is true.
That's doing a Drew, but doing a Todd is just trying to do every single. I one time said that if we all worked together, if I plotted it Todd penciled it, Avery inked it, Romel, colored it, it would be the most beautiful story we could ever create. But we're all so of ourselves that just wouldn't happen,
Yeah, it would end up looking like the Image books. Remember when they tried to remember when they tried to switch up and work on everyone else's characters?
Yes,
and Eric Larson is like, that's the only book that's not a Savage Dragon book. Like, he just doesn't count it because he didn't.
Yeah, it doesn't count. The one that Jim Lee did. Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't count it.
I recently had that one. I had got that one in my yeah.
And then he drew a Spawn book, and then and of course McFarlane inked it, and Larson was all pissed off because McFarlane McFarlane it.
Yeah. So, but if we still lived in the bullpen era,
yeah,
dude, the magic that we could create.
Oh yeah.
If we were all in the same studio together. I mean, maybe it'll happen one day when everybody.
We can do it now. There's no time like the present. I mean, Avery is. I mean, we have you write, I draw, Avery inks. So that's pretty much the way it works.
Well, I forgot what book I was reading, but I was there was a book that I was reading where every page there was one panel that stood out as the focal point of the page, almost to the point where the artist drew one image and then the rest of the images was just to have the story.
An anchor panel.
Yeah, but every page was that way, and I was just thinking to myself, Avery could do that.
Yeah.
He could draw an image and then we could fill in other smaller images to keep the story going.
Mm-hmm.
But just one beautiful image on every page. Damn.
Richard says, Todd, I've been watching some of these Star Wars fan fiction AI generated stories. Much better than what Disney has ever done. Yeah, that's 100%.
Some of it is. Yeah, I've seen some of it. Yeah.
And
I missed the bullpen too.
He missed the bullpen.
I got to visit the bullpen once, when I went up in high school in the 90s, 1997, when I went.
They didn't have the bullpen when you worked there, did they?
They did.
They did?
They did.
But was it like writer, artist, inker, colorist?
Yeah. It wasn't in the same place where I see pictures, when Frank Miller, and it wasn't set up like that. I walked in, it was so much better than when I actually worked there, because when I worked there it was actually a different building. But you walk in, it was a tiny little waiting room and a receptionist, and then finally I was let in because I thought I was just going to go away, and I didn't go away. So you walk in and it just was shit everywhere. You had papers stacked everywhere. It looked like an art studio. Right, paper stacked everywhere. All of the editors were on the back row, and they had all the comics on the walls. And right to the right, when you walk in, was the bullpen. It was just drawing tables everywhere, and people working on it. I wish if I hadn't been so in shock, maybe I would have been able to recognize some people. You know what I mean? But I was that's the bullpen. There's some editors. I was so overwhelmed that it's like a fuzz memory. You know what I mean?
Now, did you by any chance watch that interview with Walter Simonson where he was talking about the studio age in which he and Howard Chaykin and some other artists, they were there. They were the journeymen, the ones that were awesome, busting out comics because they
might have been in the room. I feel, and I don't know because I genuinely don't remember who I saw. I remember the editor, but I don't remember obviously the bullpen was there, and I don't remember placing names to faces, but I think Romita Jr. was there.
Yeah.
I think I saw Romita Jr. That's the only one that I could kind of remember.
Well, Walter Simonson was talking about how, there was the guys that were doing comic art, and then there were the artists that were there, and Barry Windsor Smith, and and they were they were two completely different types of artists, all in the same studio. Freaking fucking A, man. That would be so freaking awesome.
Gaijin, bro.
Yeah, I never was there. I never saw that, but
yeah. Oh, it was magic, bro.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was only crazy. I mean, hindsight, what's crazy is and this is what makes you feel old. I was thinking about this today, especially with the news of Adam Hughes. when I went to Gaijin to the studio,
Mhm.
you know, to me, those guys were like elder statesmen, right? They were already veterans and they were already like doing their thing. And to me, they were so much older, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But I looked at Adam Hughes is 60 years old.
58.
58. That's right. Sorry, 58. He's 58 years old, which means that when I was at Gaijin, he was like 27.
Right.
28. He was like 27 or 28. And to me, I was like the elder statesman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like you don't, when you're young, man, like you really don't have any perception of time.
Crazy.
Yeah, nuts. 27, bro. 28 years old. Like he was just like he was already, that was when he was on Gen 13.
Yeah.
That was in his 20s.
Well, one good thing about his medical diagnosis is if he needs money, he's probably got sitting on some art he could easily sell.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he's fine. But you know, it's still, well, hopefully he's doing all right.
You get $10,000 for a drawing, you know, type of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a legend. He'll figure it out. At least, I mean, you know, at that part anyway. We'll see.
Yep. Well, humanity and mortality hits us all, you know?
Yeah.
Here's hoping it's many, many, many years down the road for all of us, but it's there. It's coming.
That's why I got to build a system that produces hundreds of comics a month.
Yes. You'll become the next Eric July.
Fuck you.
Dude.
Whatever did to you? Jeez.
Well, here's the deal. If Todd produced a comic that sold $3 million worth of books, he wouldn't do a bunch of dumb stuff.
It's true.
You know?
That's true.
Yeah, but I could easily see him trying to expand into animation. That's something Eric July, I don't know if he actually did it or not, but he's been talking about it I don't really follow him, so I don't really know. I don't either. I only see stuff like Zach will talk about him every now and then, and I'll see something somewhere, and I just, yeah. He is not an example I want to follow.
No.
You know what I mean?
Richard says, man, Eric July went off the deep end. Never really cared for him. Yeah, he was okay, like when he was like a commenter and stuff. And then the minute he went into like Mr. Comic Book Guy, I was like, okay, bro.
Well, that was one of the things I didn't realize. Your boy Zach did a video about it, like going through his YouTube channel, like the beginnings of it.
Mm-hmm.
He was never a comic book guy.
Right.
He was never somebody who was into comics. And right. I didn't know enough about him to know that. But it's obvious now. You know? Oh, well. We live in such a weird world, you know?
Yeah.
So what's next up on the list, Todd? What do you got going on?
I mean, in terms of what I'm doing?
Yes. Tell us what you're doing.
So I'm just building this app right now. The app is finished. Well, the app is ready for launch or at least production when the first episode is done. So today I spent all day today working on the asset page, which helps to create all of the images and characters and locations and all the stuff that you need for an episode.
Okay.
But it's really powerful stuff, man. Like it's the right thing to build. At least for me, it's the right thing because it's like, you know, you have to understand what I'm having to do. Like outside of the time that it takes to make an episode, I have to have like 3 or 4 different subscriptions to like different AI generating software platforms.
Right.
Because they all are generalists, right? Like they don't know what you want to do. So they're just like images and this and that. And so it's like, okay, I have to go this place for this model. I have to go this place for this model, over here for this thing, over here for that thing. And it costs me, you know, I mean, I have to pay for this shit. So it's like, you know, I'm spending you know, it ain't cheap. So like, and the other thing is that like, and Avery will kind of get this, and you use AI. So when you're looking at these platforms and they let you create images, because they don't know what you need it for, you have to do like your own prompt engineering, right? Like it's up to you to kind of figure out the way to frame and phrase what it is that you want the thing to generate.
Right.
Well, with what I'm building, because it has access to all of your characters and all of your scripts, and it generates the script, so it knows what you approve. Like I'll give you an example. Like I have a mood board in the production Bible. So it's like it's mood board is just really cool images that kind of inspire me, and I like the vibe. That's what it is. It's like, man, if I could get the shots to look kind of like this or feel like this, that would be dope. Well, because it's all in one system, I haven't, and because I'm also using AI, like I'm using agents to kind of decipher all of this, I can have an agent look at that image and pull out all of the interesting language, like describe the shot without having to describe what's in the shot, meaning the film grain, the tone, the splash of color, the lighting, all of that, and then it can apply it to the whole episode. So I don't have to sit there and type everything. I set it up so it will automatically extract the data and copy paste it. And so what happens is that my shots are actually getting better already because it has context, right? Like all these other apps, like when I'm generating an image, it has no clue what I'm doing. And I have to like always attach the same reference image to every single shot. Be like, no, like this, no, like this, no, like this. And then reframe, talk to it over and over. Like, okay, like this, like that. Like half my life is copy pasting shit into a prompt bar to re-reference the style that I'm trying to get to, you know, and then it errors out because it doesn't have any context. Right. So I think that's kind of why I get excited about this. And yeah, it's a lot of work. And yeah, you know, if you think about it in an immediate sense, it's like, okay, so instead of actually doing the thing, you're doing the thing to make the thing. But if it helps me, you know, if I have to sacrifice 2 or 3 months to then start to produce on a regular basis and raise the bar and do it faster, like, I think that's a fair trade-off, you know? So, and it's really interesting work. Like I love it. I love making shit. So I'm a builder at heart. So, you know, having to think about the logic and the architecture and like, okay, well, if I put this here, if I put this little puzzle piece here, how does that affect the puzzle piece back over here?
Right.
It's like, okay, like now I'm generating images, but to generate images, I need all this context, this language to make the image look cool. And that means I need to figure out a way to take the information that's over here and pipe it into over here so that the LLM on this page has enough to work with to give me a cool image. How do I do that? Right. And ultimately, the other thing, at least with this project specifically, you know, I've got 30 plus years making animation and shows and stuff like that. So I know, at least I have an insight into what I would like to see in a production pipeline just from doing it hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. Right. As far as I'm concerned, like once we get this stuff going, like you can have the what files, you can have a true 2D animated show. We can do commercials, we can do shorts, like little micro, like adult.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, if you set it up to also do shorts as well.
Yeah, it's free. Absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I'll tell you what I'm really building towards. Do you know what agents are, Andrew?
No.
Have you heard of like OpenClaw or anything like this?
I've heard of them, but I don't know what they are.
All right. Avery, do you know what OpenClaw is?
No.
Okay. So OpenClaw is basically an agent that lives on your hard drive or your computer and has full control and full access. Basically, it's an assistant that actually can do whatever you need it to do. And it can do whatever you need it to do because you're giving it full access to your computer, and it can surf the internet, right? So it can, if you want it to, like, hey, go do research on this and pull back this, you know, bring me the information on that. Like, it can do all of the stuff. It's like having a personal VA. Okay, it's really crazy. So I've got one. That was my second project, was building kind of a world for it to kind of do stuff in. And it's almost done. I paused it to do this, but where this is headed is I can have that in probably give me 6 months, and we'll have an agent that lives on the computer that basically can go to YouTube, look at all the trending things way more than a human can, right? Can find all the trending topics, can figure out exactly what topic we should work on that would fit with the character Bible and the universe Bible, and then can operate the software and start doing the shots. Now, is it going to be good enough to like make an episode? Hell no. But if I can like say, hey, go do some research and go make this episode, and then I can go in there and like just tweak it and kind of start fixing it, like, again, that's just going to speed it up even more.
Yeah.
And then the other thing it can do is, like, on the backside, when the episode is live, it can pull in the analytics and formulate a plan to boost the numbers for next time, right? Like, it can look at the call to action, it can look at the watch time, it can, okay, where did it fall? It can do all the things that, like, you know, certainly a human can, but it's going to take you hours to figure out, where it can do it 24/7 and not really stop.
Right.
Well,
it is a tool. Use it to the best ability, you know?
I'm trying, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you getting excited about Heroes Con by any chance?
Always. Absolutely.
By the way, I went to the Heroes Con website, and they actually had like a directory of signature prices and commission prices and how to contact artists to get like pre-order stuff and all. And I wasn't even aware it was there. And I went through it and looked at some of the artists, and you know, like some people like free signatures, some are $5 for the first one, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very interesting. It made me wonder how up to date this list is, like how long ago it was updated. But yeah, I gotta start sitting down and making a list and getting stuff ready to go, because you know I'm going to go for a bunch of signatures this time like we did last year. So
what are you going to I mean, like, what are you going to do? Like, who were, like, what were the prices on?
The one I know for sure that I'm going to get done is get Michael Golden to sign my Avengers Annual number 10, first appearance of Rogue. I think he charges like $25 a signature. And honestly, I don't care. That's fine. I want it. So, but I have to go go through the list and go through the list of people that are coming and figure out, you know, exactly what I want to take with me. Oh my gosh, I just realized Adam Hughes' birthday is coming up. May 5th. His birthday is right after my wife's birthday. So, did not realize that. So he'll be 59 this year. He'll be 59 next month. So you were really close with that guess of 60. Yeah. But, oh well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've got so much stuff happening that month. It's going to be a crazy month for us. 3 out of the 4 weekends in the month of June, I'm not going to be here to be at my store. So the first weekend it's Heroes Con, or the second weekend it's Heroes Con, and then the third and fourth weekend I'll be in Missouri. So I got to find a way to make that a business trip.
You are Missouri?
Yeah. Our Lake of the Ozark visit. We leave on a Friday, get there on a Saturday, and then leave on Saturday and come back on a Sunday. So I missed 2 weekends in a row.
I'm sorry.
I got to put up a big sign that says we will not be buying or trading during for the month of June. Well, my sister and my daughter will be covering for me because they're really good about that. As long as I coordinate with them, they usually don't have a problem with doing it. And I've got one of my regulars was talking to me. He wants to help me if I decide to go to shows, start doing shows again. Mm-hmm. And the reason this came up is because we've got a pretty big show coming in July, on a Saturday in July. They are combining 2 conventions, the First Coast Comic Con, which it was a decent sized show that they did at the auditorium down at UNF. Well, now they're moving it out to the fairgrounds, the new fairgrounds off Normandy. and they're combining it with a second show, which is like an independent comic book creator show. And that was the one that was supposed to have Adam Hughes and Greg Land and Jimmy Palmiotti and Amanda Connor and a couple other artists. And so they're doing this big convention in July. And I don't know if I'll have Hero stuff by then. I mean, I'm working on making that as a goal, but one of my regulars is like, hey, if you need help, you know, like either covering the store or covering the show, he'd be willing to help me. And I'm like, well, you know, it might just happen because, you know, it's time to start getting out there and doing more stuff. Because my biggest excuse for not doing shows is I have the store. I have the store on the weekends, and most shows are on the weekends. So that's my excuse for not doing one or not even trying to do one. But, you know, if I have the right amount of help, I have no excuse, you know?
You know, what's interesting is I've actually been thinking about the same thing.
Yeah. About going and doing shows again.
Yeah. I actually had been like, I'm not seriously thinking about it yet, but I had actually like, you know, kind of been like, I wonder like, you know, what it'd be like to get back on there and actually do the shows, you know?
Well, the last time I seriously did shows was 2017. It was right after I left my old job at Citibank, and they gave me a nice big fat severance package, and I did an entire year of just going to different shows, and everything from New York Comic Con to MegaCon to Heroes Con. I mean, we just went all over the place. Any place that I could get a table at. You know, even some smaller shows where probably I was the only artist there. I mean, it was fun, but I did a show in Miami in which I drove down, went to the show, went up to the local rest stop, crashed in my car, went into the bathroom and cleaned up in the bathroom, went back to the show the next day and didn't even get a hotel room because I was doing it by the seat of my pants. But you know, that's sometimes when you're doing that, that's what you do, you know?
Yeah.
But I also went to a few small shows in which I had the shittiest hotel rooms. Like there was one in Pennsylvania. I remember I drove up to Reading, Pennsylvania, which is where the Comic Speak Geek guys were at. And my aunt lived really close to Reading. And I went in and my other aunt went with me. And we drove up, we went to my aunt's house, we stayed the night there, and then I drove to Pittsburgh, checked into a hotel, which was like these little mini condos. I think they used to be like storage units, and they converted them into like bungalows. It was just the weirdest thing, but it was super cheap, and that's what I needed. I needed super cheap. And I stayed there for 2 nights while I went to that show. And then I drove back to Reading and picked up my aunt and drove back home, only to find out that there was actually a convention near Reading that same weekend. And Rich and Jamie were actually at that show. So I drove all the way to the other side of Pennsylvania to go to the Pittsburgh show where I didn't know anybody. And my 2 buds were at a show where I was originally at.
You know, that's how it works, right?
I had no idea. And
that's how it works.
And it's not like I was smart enough to check in advance and know ahead of time where everybody else was going. I would just send out emails to different shows. And if they said, yes, we have availability, the next question was how much, and let's do it.
Are you really thinking about going back on tour?
It's going to have to happen. When Hero is ready and is out, I'm going to need to, I've always joked that I have one store that I know will sell it, but that's not going to be enough. That's never going to be enough.
Right.
So, but I'd love to keep it as local as possible, like driving within a single day type thing.
Wait. So all the joking aside about Eric July. Okay.
We can make a lot of jokes there, so go ahead.
He made $3.1 million on his first campaign.
Yeah.
And the reason he was able to make $3.1 million was because he monetized an audience of 500,000 people. He had a huge audience that he nurtured for years, right? You have an audience of over 10K on the Scam channel that know you as the artist known as Andrew.
True.
Like, you could put up now like an Indiegogo campaign and probably make 20 or 30K off of it.
Well, I don't really want to do crowdfunding as my source. I want to get out and meet people and sell to people, you know?
Or if you don't want to do the crowdfunding thing, get all your files. Get all your files ready for print on demand. Get it all ready to go. It's print on demand. You've done it a million times, and then sell it to the scam channel people. I would kill to have 10,000 people.
That's part of the process. That's going to be part of the deal too. But I still want to get out and actually meet people and sell the book again.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I know Avery hates going to conventions, but I loved it. I liked going to conventions. Even there were times where it was crappy and shitty and you didn't make any money. I mean, literally, I went to a show before where I was happy just to make back the cost for the table.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just ignore the gas and the food and the travel expenses and all that. Yeah, none of that's important. I made back the table money.
Yeah,
you know, made me happy.
Yeah, Avery, I put something in the private chat, and Zach too. I put something in private chat for you guys.
Oh boy. But part of getting your book out there and selling it is meeting people and talking to people and doing sketches and selling the book. Yeah. And I always enjoyed doing that.
Yeah.
You know, even if I didn't make any money, I enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
You know? So.
Yeah, I heard of that, Todd.
Okay.
What are you sharing?
Yeah,
I need to look at.
I do not enjoy conventions. It's a no.
Yeah, I know. I know.
And I like doing commissions. I hate doing sketches at cons because of the time pressure.
Well, a lot of those guys, a lot of them don't even worry about it anymore. If they get your sketch done at the con, they get it done. Otherwise, they just send it to you.
Yeah. Plus, I've gotten where I don't like doing like little $25 drawings, $30, $50.
But let me ask you a question, Avery. If there was a show near you in Georgia that I was going to be able to go to, would you like to come and hang out with me?
No.
You wouldn't have to sit at the table and do drawings. Just hang out and just.
No, I don't want to set foot in the building.
All right.
I do not like conventions. I don't want to be anywhere near them.
Well, I tell you what, I'm not doing MegaCon again unless I have a table. That place was just too insane to even go through.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. Now that I know it's as big as New York, maybe we get a table next year.
No.
If like AF takes off to where AF needs when AF takes off and we've got some comics and we have a booth.
Yep.
You know, and there's some comics I've done that are there. Okay. But just
that's not a no. That's not a hell no, is it, Todd?
That makes I'm motivated.
That I would do.
An adult fantasy booth?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that I would do. But I'm not I would sign some of the comics we have, for sale, and I would sell original art that I already have done.
Yeah.
And some prints, but I wouldn't do con sketches.
Yeah. I'm actually with you, Avery. I don't like doing con sketches.
See, yeah. I don't think I'd mind doing con sketches, but I don't want to draw Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman. I don't want to draw. Yeah, no. If you asked me to draw an image of Hero, not only would I do it probably for free, I would love it.
No, I'm fine with doing a drawing of Batman or Deadpool or whatever, but I want to be able to do something really nice.
Yeah.
For the $300 to $500 $300 price range, depending on I don't want to do these quick con sketches, and I don't want to be one of those people that charges $200, $300 for the quick con sketch
for a headshot.
Head sketch.
Right?
Yeah. I don't want to do. I don't want to do that. I'd almost rather do those super quick things for free and just give it away as a measure of goodwill,
Right.
to the reader. You know, like maybe do some sketch variants of one of our books with some of those, and just they just get given away, or or sold like a regular issue, the same price.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That would be fine. But like sitting there hustling for commissions and just trying to get as many done as you can for like 25, 50 bucks to 20, 50 to 50 bucks. Like, fuck that. It's absolute torture. It's absolute torture.
Oh, guess who's on the list for Heroes Con as a first-time Heroes Con artist? Kare Andrews.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm aware he exists.
Yes.
I can't even. I genuinely can't believe it. We're already talking about Heroes Con. I really feel like last year's Hero Con was like, just a few months ago. Like it really doesn't feel like it was a year.
Oh, and you know who else is their first year there? Jeff Loeb.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Artist
God,
alley
man.
is closed.
Time flies too fast.
Yeah. I'm trying to find that document. Where is it? Press release, kind of after hours, tickets, exhibitors, guest list. I thought it was part of the guest list, but I don't see it. Oh well, I'm gonna have to try to find it again. But it was a very interesting read. It was like a PDF document that obviously somebody uploaded. You all you had to do was let them know, and they put everything in there. So. But I wonder if it was listed under tickets. Do. Did we lose Avery?
Is he still there?
Oh, no, he's back. All right, he's back. He's back.
Oh, I picked up my phone and it hit the arrow that closes it out.
Yeah, I think their VIP tickets are sold out, which is their get in early tickets.
Mm-hmm.
But 3-day passes are available, so I keep meaning to. I need to do it before I forget about it. Now, are you gonna have a day where you take the kids this year, or do you not? Do you not know yet?
I don't know yet.
The day you take the kids is always very stressful for you.
It is. Well, because I have yet to be able to like put it in my head that I'm not at a convention. Like the convention's not for me.
Right. There was one show, guys, where on the last day Todd brought the kids and the wife, and they were having a stressful moment, and I showed up to like meet up with them, and I made fun of Todd, and he did not take it well, because I didn't realize he was stressing out, and Melissa was like, "Drew, it's okay." I was like, "What the hell? What stick got up his butt?" But whatever it was bad, and I was making fun of him, and I shouldn't have. I did a guy thing, and I didn't realize we were in dad mode. So it's okay. I still love you, man. I still love you.
I would have made fun of him even more.
I mean, it's worth making fun.
I think he actually threatened some physical violence towards me for the comment. It wasn't funny, but it wasn't bad, but it was at absolute wrong time. So
did I threaten you? I don't remember.
You were not happy with me.
I don't even remember.
You don't remember? I don't remember what it was, but it was pretty funny to me. But to you, not so much. Damn it, I don't know where that list is at. This is killing me. I'm looking through all the different pages looking for this thing. There was like a link to something, and I just don't know. Is it their blog? Or their weekly newsletter? I don't think that's it. I'm not signing up for a newsletter. Check out their blog. John Armita Jr. VIP meeting and greet tickets on sale now. $200, $250, and $500 to meet him. $200, you get a collectible card. For $250, you get a 7x11 headshot. And for $500, you get a 7x11 torso.
His meet and greet last year sold out.
Oh, yeah. I thought I saw that it was already sold out, but maybe it isn't. But if this is one of those things where he can do it ahead of time, you know? In-store signing with the Ink Pulp Tour, Thursday, February 28th. Kaneda, Crystal, Mahfood, and Scalara. This is already passed. February 26th. It's already long gone. Oh,
in North Carolina?
Yeah, one of the stores.
I think those bootleg things Mahfood does are pretty cool.
I love them. I want to get them.
Yeah, like the bootleg Batman, this Arachnid Avenger thing that he's been doing. I think that's pretty funny.
Yeah,
I appreciate he's not getting cease and desists for it.
Well, he's changing it enough.
Yeah. It's clearly parody.
Yeah,
but I like it. I want to do some wilder, crazier, more expressive art for some stuff too. That's kind of like why I'm very attached to Devoid, because with Devoid I could do that. I could go
right.
I could get weird.
Yeah. It's almost like we like weird shit.
Yeah. I do like weird shit.
Yeah.
I have nothing against like the classic superhero. I think it's great. I think it's important that it be there and that it be done well.
Mm-hmm.
But I also really like weird shit. I want to do weird shit.
Yeah, I hear you. I'm the same way.
The cheapest hotel they have listed is $200 a night. Frickin' A.
If you just buy that, for me in comics, we're good. Just kidding.
Oh, wait a minute. Pre-registration setup. Pre-registration. I cannot find this list. Maybe it was something I made up. Maybe I just something I
don't remember them ever doing something like that. So I was a little like, oh.
Yeah, I know I saw it because I was going through it. Because one of the people that my buddy wanted me to get a signature for him was Jim Starlin.
Oh, yeah.
And he was listed on it. I think it was like $10. It wasn't bad at all. So, yeah. Let me see. Thought I had screenshotted them too. Trying to find what I'm lost. That's what happens. Wasn't it blue? Did I download the PDF? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe just
maybe I imagined it.
Yeah.
Because now I don't find any of the screenshots I did either, so I'm not sure what I did with them.
I mean, you had a stroke. It's fine.
Another one?
No.
Oh, well. Nope, I don't see it anywhere. Did I put it under miscellaneous? Let me look real quick. What do I have in miscellaneous? Stupid stuff. Oh, well. Nothing there of any importance. Well, guys, it's almost 10. Let's wrap up so I can go make my video and go to bed because I got to go to work in the morning. I got a lot of work to do. But I'm looking forward to going through the list of artists going to Heroes Con in order to plan our attack. You know, bring comics to get signed and all that other good stuff. But it definitely something needs to happen. We need to do it, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Zach, what you got going on this week, man?
Just not spending money.
Excellent plan.
No, I'm actually probably just gonna go to the beach and stare at all the people driving Jeeps because it is now Jeep Week in Daytona Beach.
Is that better than Bike Week?
Yeah, much better, and it's a hell of a lot better than Monster Truck Week, which they actually ended up banning because it was monstrous to put it mildly. I don't know what it is. Apparently, Jeep owners are considered like very polite and civic minded, whereas whereas those guys who drive jacked up pickup trucks apparently behave very badly in public. And I'm talking like public urination and attempted fornication with statues. Yes, that actually happened. So, and also they totally fuck up the streets. Traffic's is terrible. But apparently, Jeep drivers are not like that. And bike riders can go one way or the other. This town really enjoys its theme weeks.
Obviously, crazy. What about you, Todd? What you got going on this week other than working on your app?
Hold on. Sorry, I'm moving things around. I don't know. It's always family stuff. So, actually, there's a birthday party tomorrow, and then I don't know. It's just family stuff all weekend, bro. Like my weekends are not relaxing. So my weekend, I look forward to Mondays.
I hear you. Sometimes I get lost in the weekend and forget what day it is, and I'm like, oh Christ, I still got a whole nother day to go, type of thing.
Yeah, that's nice. You're an asshole.
Yeah. All right. What about you, Avery? What you got going on this week? Anything good?
Commission stuff to work on and trying to get more commissions. I need more commissions.
Freaking fantastic! Excellent.
I need more.
I look forward to seeing what you're working on. So, all right, my friends. I appreciate everybody coming in. Rich, I know you're not here. You're still here. You probably stepped out, but it was good to have you in here. And everybody, we'll see you all next week. Sorry we took last week off. We just we got lazy for a day and decided not to do it. So I mean, if Todd's not here, it's not worth doing.
It's true. It's really the Todd show.
That's why we started without him and did all the good stuff while he wasn't here.
Yeah. That's fine. I'll watch the replay.
Yeah, very good. All right, everybody. Be good. See you next week. Have a good one. Bye.
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 Bye.